Hey guys, this video is an excerpt from a recent members-only match analysis. If you enjoyed this excerpt, please consider becoming a member of the channel through YouTube memberships or Patreon for access to the full-length video. Hey y'all, Dan here with DPS Breakdowns. In this video, we'll analyze several sequences from the recent ACC Championship Finals matchup between Austin O'Connor and Bryce Andonian. Some of you guys have been asking for more long-form breakdowns with in-depth analysis. This one focuses on 6 sequences in particular and clocks in at a little under 30 minutes in length. I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get to it. Let's run through the whole sequence first, and we'll have 2 different angles. So nice shot by O'Connor, Andonian sprawls. Here's a big throw. And then there's going to be an ensuing scramble as well. So a lot going on there. We will unpack it. Here's the other angle. There's the throw again. There's the scramble. All right, let's back it up. So some of you saw I actually just recently put out a brief study on this throw. But I'm going to go over it again a little bit here. But let's start from the beginning. So O'Connor has this 2-on-1 grip. He's going to force the arm up. He's going to shoot underneath. And right away, he's in on the legs here. But I want you to watch how Andonian, so watch Andonian's right foot here. So he's going to lift the foot up, and then he's going to bring shoelaces down, brings the foot to the mat, and slides the leg back here. So shoelaces to the mat, slides the leg back. That's going to pop the grip off. So really, really nice sprawl here. O'Connor's in good position at this point, but Andonian manages to get his hips back, gets out of the position. And so O'Connor is now going to, you can't see it from this angle, but he's got an underhook on this side. So O'Connor works from the underhook all the time. One of the really nice things about his game is he takes a lot of shots, and if the initial attempt doesn't work, he's going to end up with an underhook. So that's what he has right now. But Andonian's got the overhook, which is what he wants. So that's gonna be kind of the theme of this whole match, is gonna be this underhook v overhook battle. You can have success from both positions. So O'Connor's gonna build up, and Andonian's gonna be going right away here. So as he's building up, you can see he's already setting. He's got his overhook on this side, you can't see it. But here, he's got the tricep control, which is what he wants. So first, as we saw in the breakdown video, small step with the outside leg. So the right leg of Andonian is going to be the outside leg. So small step there. Now big step with that inside left leg. And look how deep he gets. Look how deep he gets with that leg. That's going to kick out O'Connor's right hip. So O'Connor's inside hip is going to be kicked out here. So you can see that a few times. So the Andonian's a pretty long guy, long legs. By getting deep with that foot, he's really able to bring his own hip in front of O'Connor's right hip and kick it out here. Now, simultaneously, so anytime we're talking about a throw like this, it's a dynamic movement. There's several things happening at once. So we've got the footwork, we've got kicking that inside leg out, but then we've also got the upper body rotation. So he's going to clamp down on that overhook, brings the O'Connor's right shoulder towards the mat, and he pulls inward on that outside. So with this grip here, he's going to pull or rotate that arm inward. And so that creates upper body rotation. He's creating lower body rotation by kicking that inside hip out. So those together bring O'Connor crashing to the mat here. So just another angle real quick. Small step, big step, kicks the leg out. Something helpful to visualize. Imagine, not a great circle, but you get the idea. Imagine O'Connor's feet, and then imagine there's a line between them. We'll call that the foot line. So just some imaginary line that can help us kind of visualize this. And look how deep Andonian gets. So he's well beyond the foot line here. So I think that's a really key piece to this throw. Typical Uchimatas, I'm not a judo guy, but in Uchimata, you're typically going to be kicking that inside leg to the ceiling. You're not going to be planning it like this. But this has a similar effect because he gets so deep here. It's as if he did kick in the middle. So he gets that big elevation. I mean, look at O'Connor's, look at his inside leg here, that right leg, how high it gets. Brings him straight down to his hip. Now, folk style, this is not worth anything yet. So freestyle, this might be a 4-pointer. But in college, in collegiate wrestling, you have to establish the control to get the takedown. So at this point, there's still nothing. So let's go back to this other angle. So he gets the throw. All right. So here's my take on what happens. I think Andonian is anticipating O'Connor bellying down here. So he thinks that O'Connor's going to continue to turn in. So he jumps to the other side. So he's trying to stay a step ahead. He sees O'Connor turning in, jumps behind. But O'Connor's savvy here. He's going to catch the arm. You can see how he catches Andonian's right arm. And he's going to use that here. So he wraps his head in the armpit, and then he pulls down and gets Andonian's head and right shoulder towards the mat. Meanwhile, he's reaching around for this waist grip with his left arm. So if you just pause it here, it looks like O'Connor's about to be the one that actually gets the takedown. But Andonian has a special move in store for him here. He's going to jump his right hip over. So this is actually one of the problems when you grab a waist grip here. If the other person's able to get, all this space opens up here. So just like all this space between the armpit, that is now open, and if the opponent can get their hip in that space, they can use your armpit as almost like leverage here. So see how he jumps this over? And O'Connor's own arm is facilitating this movement. So nice timing by Andonian. Is going to get that hip over. And then I don't think this was planned. It's hard to always tell. But look how one of O'Connor's legs, his bottom leg specifically, gets stuck in that motion. So as he hops over, O'Connor's bottom leg gets stuck. O'Connor's still able to turn in, so still no takedown at this point. But look how that foot is stuck underneath. So you can see O'Connor's foot, it's stuck. He's not going to be able to hip heist. So he's kind of at the mercy of Andonian at this point. Still not a takedown, but not a lot of options for him here. Just real quick, one other angle. So we've seen the throw. Small step, big step. Kicks the inside leg out, upper body rotation. Brings him crashing down to the hip. Jumps to the other side. O'Connor catches the arm. Head in the armpit. Grabs the waist. But you can see Andonian's going to time it, jump his hip over, and he catches that leg here. So this is called a Turk, basically half guard, top half guard or bottom half guard, whatever you want to call it from a jiu-jitsu standpoint. But this sequence will continue to go, but we'll stop it here for now. Continuing that last sequence, let's pick up where we're left off. So here's where Andonian finally gets his takedown. He's also going to get back points as well. So he puts O'Connor, who's ranked number 1 in the country at this weight, on his back. Another angle. So you can see, as we were talking about, O'Connor's foot is stuck underneath in this Turk position, really kind of limiting his ability to move here. And right here you can see Andonian's going to switch this crossface grip. So he's actually gripping the far shoulder, but the effect of it is that it puts the crook of his elbow really well positioned to control the head here. And so really kind of a subtle movement here, but as Andonian's actually going to release this Turk, but just before he does, he makes sure to control that bottom leg with his hand. So he was controlling the foot with his legs. As he releases it, because he wants to start driving in, he makes sure he gets control with his hand. So really important there. So he has it with his foot, he lets it go, but he already has control with the hand now. And so he's got crossface control, so he's got head control, and now he's got bottom leg control with his hand. And together, he's going to use those. And watch his feet. He's really driving hard here. And O'Connor doesn't really have the tools at this point to stop it. So he's got the right hand post, but it's not going to be able to withstand this pressure. So this drive with the crossface.